Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are in radiant of your health. I, Ushwinder Kaur, your teacher of English, welcome you in English class. Student, as you know, freedom plays an important role in our lives, and we all are Indian. We got our freedom after a long struggle. Today we will start new chapter from our book Honeydew, and the name of the chapter is Glimpses of Past. And the most interesting thing is we will read about our first freedom struggle. So, without wasting of time, let's start. In India of 1757, the East India Company was in a strong position. Compared to Indian princes, they had superior weapons. Besides, Indian princes were short-sighted in their approach. Indian princes were fighting each other. They often sought help of the company to defeat others. This worked in the favor of the company. It could easily subdue these princes one after other. However, the brave Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought the British. He died in the battlefield fighting the English. The general reaction to the British rule was not the same everywhere in India. There were some who thanked the British for ushering an era of peace, and others bemoaned that the country was subjected to foreign rule. Now, during 1765 to 1836, the social fabric was in a bad shape. Religious leaders preached absurd practices like untouchability and child marriage. In truth, Indians had lost their self respect. The British scorned them. The farmers and the artisans were the worst hit. Heavy taxes ruined the farmers. The British cut the thumbs of expert artisans. The British used every method to make maximum profits. The imports from the England became tax free. Now, during 1772, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who was a learned person from Bengal, he understood what was wrong with his country. He tried to reform the society. He was the social reformist. He taught people that the main precepts of all religions were the same. He emphasized the practical use of knowledge. He went to England. There he reminded the British that the rulers too had duty towards their subjects. He started newspaper in India too. The suspicious British stopped them in 1823. Now, during 1765 to 1835, these years were known as the years of oppressions. In 1818, a resolution was passed. Under it, an Indian could be jailed without trial in the court. The British officers drew large salaries. Besides, they made fortune in business. By 1829, Britain was exporting goods worth 7 crore rupees to India. Even the British Governor Lord Bantic reported to England, "The bones of the cotton weavers are bleaching the plains of India." So, the British prospered on the ruins of Indian industry. During 1835 to 1856, these years were known as the years of dissatisfaction. During 1835, Lord Macaulay suggested that the medium of education in India should be English. The, proposed, the proposal was carried. The aim was to produce an army of clerks to assist the British. It happened, but it also produced a new generation of intellectuals. Some of them tried to educate the masses. By 1856, the British were ruling the whole of India. Now they cared little about Indian needs. The dissatisfaction in public began to grow. People wanted to get rid of the British. Under the new rules of Santals had become desperate. In 1855, they rose in rebellion and they killed the Europeans and their servants alike. The discontent was brewing in the East India Company's army too. Sipai Mangal Pandey was executed. The English did not care about the Indian customs. Chapatis were sent from village to village. With them was a message was sent that their native emperor would want their services. Similarly, lotus flower was circulated among the Indian soldiers. The masses also gave all help and support. Now the revolt started at Meerut. The spies who had revolted marched to the Delhi. They were shouting slogans in the favor of Bahadur Shah Zafar. The rebellion spread wider. Many landlords had lost their lands. They helped the revolt. Now, the fight of first freedom 1857 was started. Many rulers like Hazrat Mahal of Lucknow were bitter. The English had taken away their kingdom. Popular leaders like Maulvi Ahmadullah of Faizabad urged the common man to revolt. Azimullah Khan told Tatia Tope to make Nana Sahib the leader of that war of independence. All over the North India, the people fought pitched battles against the British. 80-year of Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. He just cut it off and throwing it into Ganga, and he said that it was his last offering. So, children, in this chapter, we people read about our first freedom fight, and we come to know how precious this freedom for us. Thank you.